Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Brandon Lyons, Millimeter USA here, and today we're going to talk about Measure 114. A lot of people have been asking us if we're going to present a view on that. I definitely want to step in and say that I think 114 is a total piece of garbage and should have never passed. It just barely passed by the skin of its teeth from the voters mostly in Multnomah County and some voters in Washington County. The rest of the entire state voted it down. But you got a couple of counties that passed this measure. To give you a little background on it, what is 114? 114 is a total infringement on your rights, on our rights as legal, law-abiding citizens, in our right to keep and bear arms. You're not allowed to have any magazines that hold more than 10 rounds on your person, even if you are an off-duty police officer. As of right now, November 21st. As of November 21st, the last we were told was you cannot have magazines that hold more than 10 rounds on your person when you are off duty. Well, that works for me because I carry a Spardella Custom, which is 8+1 of 45 ACP. So I'm like, that doesn't affect me whatsoever. But it affects everybody else, right? And it affects all the law-abiding citizens. So therefore, I am highly against this law. I want it to be appealed. There's already lawsuits that are filed. You're not allowed to buy new guns that have magazines that hold more than 10 rounds. The buying process, there has always been a background check in the state of Oregon for as many years as I can remember.
Via the Oregon State Police.
Right. So they put that in like that was something that wasn't already happening in the state of Oregon. There are no loopholes in the state of Oregon. If you go to gun shows or whatever, you still have to pass a background check. So I thought we were one of the tightest ones as far as laws were concerned. But these guys have come into this and got it passed like that's how all the bad guys get guns. That is not how the bad guys get guns. That's how the law-abiding people get guns. That's what's going on with the citizens who are good citizens and police officers who are good police officers. We don't buy stuff off the, back alley or something like that. We buy things through the right approach and we follow all the rules and regulations. These new laws, this new measure, is a total piece of trash, and it's really got a grip on all of our rights as far as gun rights, magazine rights, and ability for a law-abiding citizen to be able to protect themselves. So you can't go to the range and practice with said gun that you're trying to buy and you need to show proficiency with before you buy it. So any new firearms that you want to buy, you have to show proficiency with that firearm that you don't own yet because you're waiting to show proficiency with that firearm and bring it to the place where you're purchasing it.
None of it makes any sense.
There's what do they call that? The cart before the horse. I mean, the whole thing has not been well thought out. So what? Am I going to borrow somebody else's gun? Oh, wait a minute. In the state of Oregon, you can't borrow anybody else's guns.
That's in place
That's
for years.
illegal.
Yep.
Right. So you can't borrow somebody else's gun to go qualify with it to show that you're proficient with a gun so you can buy a new gun. In which case there is a fine and a fee that goes with that too. Again, making money. Another way that the state is trying to make money to pay for this program is they're going to levy fees with all this. So there's going to be a new fee there's already a fee for your background check. So there's going to be a new fee for applying for a permit.
Firearms identification card, basically. And there's going to be a whole system with all of your names in it, too. That's what I've been told anyway. So whenever you apply for like a CHL, your information's put into the database and it's public knowledge, apparently.
I don't know about that. All I know is they're going to local law enforcement, sheriffs, and state police and telling them now that this law has passed, you must figure out a way to implement it. So now they're all running around chasing their hind ends trying to figure out how this is going to be put into place, and it has to be put into place by December 8th. Again, today is November 22nd. Cut. You can own, you can't possess. You can't be found in possession of magazines over 10 rounds. That applies not only to handgun magazines, but also to rifle magazines.
Yeah.
So if you own 30 PMags, it doesn't say you need to turn them in or anything like that, but you cannot be found in possession of such magazine. If so, it's a misdemeanor. That's interesting. So if you don't have any 10-round magazines, I guess you're not going out and practicing with your rifles that you legally own. You can't go out and practice with them. We talked about the permit to purchase. The law will take effect December 8th. That is when all these changes are supposed to be in place. How they're going to set up all this stuff along with the qualifications and...
I mean, that's 2 weeks away. They have 2 weeks to...
There's no way.
Yeah.
The government doesn't turn that fast, guys. I've been working for the sheriff's office for over 23 years. Nothing moves that quickly. They need to get all these things in line. They need to hire people to do this kind of qualification course training, and where are they going to do it? So again, the cart is way out in front of the horse. There's no way that they're going to be able to pull this off on time.
What are they doing this at the public safety training center that you guys just built for Washington County?
Yeah,
they're going to start bringing civilians in there
millions
to do
of
a bunch
dollars,
of
right? Hey,
qualifications.
you might think it's funny, but they may actually have
It's
to do
insane.
that. Let's talk about firearm sales. Firearm sales in the state of Oregon have gone from 850 to 900 a day to 4,000 a day. People are panicking in the state of Oregon, and the state check system, the background check system, is behind 19,000. This has happened in just a couple of days. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much it for Measure 114. We'll see what happens after December 8th. I'm in talks with our local businesses that we work with, not just local, but throughout the United States, and trying to get some products sent to us, some guns sent to us before this measure takes place, because we don't know how it's going to affect us after December 8th. One thing for sure, and I'd already talked to young Beretta about it, is I wanted to do some wheel guns, some more revolver videos. Hey, they're under the 10-round limit, so that makes it nice and easy for us to do some revolver videos. But we'll do an update on this law as it progresses. Measure 114 will be a 3-part series for us. We're going to give you some follow-up on the next couple of videos over the next 30 or 60 days and just let you know how it panned out. There are lawsuits that are pending. So, but that takes time, right? It could take up to 6 months or a year to get this thing overturned. So we could be affected. Not only us as gun channels, but also as the regular citizens who are just trying to protect their families. This is much bigger than us. This is much bigger than us and very important. And that's why I'm really upset about it. Because it's not just me, it's all these other people. Crime is on a surge in Portland and in Western Beaverton and Washington County. So until the next video, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA, for more guns and gear videos coming up in the future. And remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.